Don't ever use 5 whole minutes of airtime for a fake ass music video that wasn't even a motherfucking live performance ever again. What the fuck is wrong with them? Like, they listened 1 minute because they didn't have the cast this year, but then you wasted time with that whack ass motherfucking music video. No offense, Alex Warren. And then all the men just wasn't about shit. That's what I gathered. All the men were fucking faking and got caught up on stage. Yeah, got caught the fuck up on that motherfucking stage. Let's start with Devon. First of all, I noticed that he sprayed in that motherfucking hairline. But Virginia stood on big business. Now, do I think that those core values that she was talking about should have been discussed in the pods? Sure. They should have actually never made it out of the pods without discussing the core values. But her words were loud and clear that Devon has opposing views as her when it comes to religion, when it comes to politics, when it comes to the LGBTQ community, and basically called him a bigot. In a nice way. So I was shocked to find out that she actually still tried to date him after the wedding. Now, as far as the mom's reaction to Virginia saying no was totally uncalled for. Of course, you thought your son caught a lick. Of course, you wanted him to marry Virginia. Who wouldn't want their son to marry Virginia? But I thought Virginia looked beautiful. Her gown was even more stunning in person. But for Devon to go around and act like Virginia ghosted him is crazy, because even though Devon was like, oh, I wasn't saying that, the story actually came to me that you were saying that. Like, multiple people slid in my little inbox and said, oh, I'm hearing that Virginia ghosted Devon. Like, that's the word on the street, is that Virginia ghosted Devon. Luckily, I have an inside source that told me that it was quite the opposite. But you could tell his ass was so caught. He was just like, stuttering like shit when Molly and Madison were both like, oh, well, when we saw you at the bar, that's what you told us. And he tried to be like, well, it has nothing to do with you, mind your business. Like, you asked and I gave you an answer. And Molly was like, yeah. And your answer was that she ghosted you. Like, just say what you mean to me, what you say, just keep it a stack. Just say you told people that she ghosted you when really you ghosted her. The nerve of Devon to ghost Virginia. Like, the fuck? Now, as far as the whole like ex-girlfriend thing, I don't think it was a big deal. It did seem like, especially if the husband was like in the wedding, I think I can see that being a thing. Like, okay, I don't look at her as an ex-girlfriend anymore. I look at her more as a friend, but that is something that you share with your lifelong partner. Like, okay, she's my friend now. Me and her husband are really cool, but we did date in the past. Do I think that there was anything sneaky and conniving behind that? No. Do I think there's anything sneaky and conniving behind the check? Maybe because he broke, like, I don't know. But I also get from the angle of like, okay, well, if we're not getting married, like, there's no need to tell about the check, because a little birdie told me that Devon knew that Virginia was going to say no. So he went up there with all them tears and the waterworks and knowing goddamn well that she was going to say no. I'd have said no too. Shit, I told you from the beginning that Devon was a brokey. I just knew it. I could sniff him out. I could see him from a mile away. And I said from the beginning, they just weren't on an even playing field. They just weren't equal. But for Devon to get up there and lie like that, like, I never said that, when you told Molly and Madison that and they clocked your ass. Next, let's get to Joey's little lying ass. Because what the fuck, who the fuck, where the fuck, do you think we're dumb? I just like to check in on people. Okay, well, why you didn't check in on nobody else? You just checked in on the hot girl that had the pink hair while you were engaged. And be like, well, yeah, like, I can see how it was inappropriate now. Like, you knew it was inappropriate then. I hate that production did not catch that, because that happened during filming. Like, why wouldn't they catch that tea? Because they were too busy trying to give Joey a good edit, which he fooled the fuck out of me. Joey fooled the fuck out of me, because I knew that he didn't seem to have a romantic spark with Monica, but like, I didn't think that he was completely faking it. He literally did an interview where he said, yeah, I turned the show down and then my friends told me that it's a really big show, so I went on it for fun. Like, oh, so you never had any intention on getting married. And if you watch the Reality Receipts podcast, we posted a clip on our page of a behind the scenes deleted footage of Monica meeting Joey's friends, and they were all like, yeah, he's always been the guy that like never wanted to get married, so this surprises us, ha 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 ha. Monica's just sitting there like, what? But Joey's fake as shit. He never liked fucking Monica. Like, he never liked her in a romantic way. I thought that was very interesting that they, said that they got physical. Like, they even started dating or tried dating after the altar. Well, it seems like all of these couples still have their toe dipped in after cameras wrapped. But for him to get up there and be like, Monica, I still think you're great. Like, drop the act, bitch. We caught you. You ain't shit and you was faking and you was playing in her face. But all the guys did that. Like, oh, fuck, I did good all season. Don't let this reunion ruin it. He's like, I still have so much love for Monica. I still think she's an amazing person. I like, just wanted to check in on Madison. Like, okay, you're lying. You're like blondes. His word on the street is that you allegedly dating Sarah. Yep, we spilled that tea on the Reality Receipts podcast today. Available on all streaming platforms. But we're going to pocket that for now. And go to Mr. Ben, who was also up on that stage lying his ass off while still trying to maintain a positive image. Because what the fuck you mean that you never wondered about your church's views on LGBTQ because you're so privileged? You could tell that he just thought that was the right thing to say, and somebody probably told him to say that shit. Like, I've never had to deal with that. Didn't you have a gay friend? Allegedly, that we saw. So was that group of friends fake, or was it real? Because what do you mean you've never had to worry about the views because it's never been part of your real life when you allegedly have a gay best friend? Your best friend that was like, I'm gay. Yep, me, I'm gay. And you are so trifling to get up on that stage and be like, I thought me and Sarah were over, when you guys had countless conversations from her viewpoint that you were going to meet her up there, how you were going to get there, when you were going to get there, but you thought it was a breakup and she thought you were meeting her up there. Sir, you know goddamn well that woman was expecting you up there and you had no intention on ever going. You was waiting for her ass to get out that motherfucking house so you could turn off your location and ghost her. I would have liked her to elaborate on the stories that she heard about Ben, but it don't even fucking matter because you knew all this stuff about Ben. You knew about the TikTok. You've seen all the comments about him and you still dated him. So Sarah, you're not off the hook either because you fake woke. You, even on your wedding day, you're talking about Black Lives Matter again. You're talking about all of this stuff that's so important to you and you still dated this man. You still lived with him. You still wanted him to come with you on your little job. So cut that shit. I knew your ass was fake too. And you really, really fake for not telling Monica or giving Monica the heads up that you was about to take her man. Allegedly. Not take, because they was broken up and everybody's single and everybody can do what they want. But you should have told the girl. Oh, who else is there? Dave. Oh, Dave was up there lying some more. Talking about Lauren's the one that got away. No, she's not. You ain't called the girl in a year. You ain't been worried about her. Just like she said, I love that the women clocked these men and did not let them wiggle out of their little lies. Like she said, you see me all the time. You never say anything to me. Now you up here talking about I'm the one that got away. Why didn't the host ask him about his sister and why she has such a big impact on his life and why she wasn't there? At this point, he brought her up so much she should have been at the fucking reunion. They were all fighting for their lives trying to maintain a good image. Dave already fucked himself, got a terrible edit and nobody likes him. He was just up there looking sad and low and sad. To get up there and act like you wanted that girl, that you liked that girl, that you wish you had another chance with that girl, sir, please. Everybody can see from a mile away you never liked her. You never had any intentions on going through this experiment with anybody but your sister. Now I know that this guy sucks. Now I know that he's a clout chaser. You could have just asked him. You could have asked him off camera. And I thought this guy had got invited to the reunion because that's what I heard. But apparently he got invited by Lauren, not by production, not by Netflix. He posted a whole little thing today, which I can do a video if you want, but he been posting a whole lot of shit. So I don't know that, he deserves any more attention. And Lauren just came out and said that he applied to be on Love is Blind his damn self. Her fake ex, applied to be on the show himself. So he's really like a reject and maybe just wanted to get his little shine. And then there's Daniel, the only good one of the bunch. I think him and Taylor are cute. I know they have to show us their yearly recap and what they've been up to, even though I don't motherfucking care. I'm like, whatever, next. But they are very cute. They just bought a house. Totes happy for them. They seem like they're gonna blast. Now, as far as the host, I think that they did a better job this time. It was a little boring, but I do like that they let the contestants speak. They didn't talk over them. Some of the edits were really weird. You can tell it was cut off. Oh, we didn't talk about Meg, Mason, Madison, all that shit. I don't even have time. First of all, Alex shouldn't have been there. Them allegations were out. The receipts may not have been out, but he shouldn't have been there. I know a lot of people are saying that Madison's receipts didn't hit the way she thought they were going to hit. They were meant to prove that Alex was fake. He was talking shit about Mason behind his back, which they did do. He's like, that's ridiculous. Then she whips out the receipts like, okay, so why was you running down Meg and his entire relationship to me, telling me what they was up to, laughing at them, sending crying emojis, sending dead emoji, like skull emojis. Bitch, you fake. If you don't know the tea on Alex, catch up on my page because I have 2 very detailed videos about it. And it's a lot. And if you watch my podcast, the Reality Receipts podcast, we told you that there was going to be an engagement and it was AD and Ollie. So congrats to them. That is a wrap on season 8. Let's get to season 9.